Alright guys, I am going to lead you through a nice yoga inspired stretch today. So, anything that you do, just make sure that, you don't feel too uncomfortable with anything. Anything that's a little bit more challenging, just hang in there, try the very best you can. Now for this stretch, I'm actually going to keep sideways the whole time so you guys can see me a little bit better while I'm doing all of these stretches. So I'm actually going to turn sideways for this and take a nice big deep breath in. And I'm going to swan dive down. Now I'm just going to scooch forward a little bit so I have a little bit more room. And then I'm going to step back with my right leg, nice and strong. Now remember, I'm going to push through that back heel. My front knee is going to stay over my ankle. Long line through the top of my head. Feeling like someone's pushing down on those hips. And you should feel this along the front of your right hip. That's the leg that's extended back. Now plant your right hand nice and strong. Take your left hand, twist up, and follow your hand up, looking right up at the ceiling. Focus on your breathing while you're doing this. And then bring that hand down. Now, if you can, stay here. Both of my hands are on the inside of my left foot. But if you can, come down onto your forearms. Now, my left knee is still directly over my ankle. And you're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch in your right front hip as well as around your left hip joint. And then come on up, pull your feet together, and let's switch legs. So now my right foot's in front, my left leg's back. You can really see now that my front knee is right over my ankle, pushing back through my left heel. Feeling a long line through the top of my head, through my ankle. I'm going to take my right hand, twist, and look up at it. And bring that hand down on the inside of your right leg. Now, like I said before, this feels comfortable, stay here. If you can, come down onto your forearms. Now again, my knee isn't going to roll out to the side. I'm going to keep it right over my ankle. And then come up and step that foot back. I'm going to reach my weight out of my hands up through my bottom, feeling like sticking my butt bones up in the air, lengthen through my armpits, and lower my heels down. Now you're going to feel a stretch at the top of the back of your thighs, right up here, as well as possibly a nice calf stretch along the back of your shins. Now, you're going to bring your left foot in as you reach up through the air with your right heel. And then take that right heel and drop it back. You're going to feel this in the front of your right leg, your right thigh, I should say. And then extend up through that right heel and lower down. Other foot, left leg up. And then drop that left leg behind, almost feeling like you're trying to kick yourself in the butt. And then extend up through that leg, lower down, and then walk your feet and hands in, and scoop up. Nice big deep breath, and exhale. Roll your shoulders one more of those. And one more. All right, so now I'm going to come down onto the floor. And I'm just going to, actually I'm going to turn sideways again. I'm going to bring my right leg in front, cross it over, and slide back. So I'm going to hook my left leg behind me, right leg in front, and then I'm just going to come sit forward. Now this is a modification, a little bit of a different stretch than our normal pigeon. Pigeon is, remember, we have our back leg extended. This one, I'm shifted over a little bit and wrapping my leg around. And then come on up and switch. Let's wrap our left leg around, right leg behind, sit on up, and then shift forward. Sit on up. I'm actually going to turn this way so you guys can see me a little bit better. I'm going to roll down onto my back. I'm going to take my right foot, cross it over, and open up my knee. Drop it in. You don't want to have your knee towards you. Drop your knee away from you. Take your hands, have your left hand behind your knee, right hand feed through your legs, and then pull your knee into your chest. You're going to feel this on the outside of that right hip. Now, as you're doing this, try not to have your chin up in the air, but long, strong spine on the floor, nice and relaxed. And then straighten up your leg. Grab onto your right foot and lower down your leg. And then put your right leg down, bring up your left foot, cross it over, drop that knee open. Now you're going to find that one hip feels a little bit more stretchier than the other. That's totally normal. Pull your knees in, right hand on the outside, left hand through, long spine, and then pull your knees into your chest. Straighten that right leg, hands onto your left as you lower down. And then lower down that knee, roll onto your stomach. Now I can see you. And you're going to pull your knees underneath yourself and come up on your hands. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see this better. Notice my knees are right underneath my hips. I want to make sure they're not too far forward or back. So here I am, I'm all lined up. I'm going to slide my knees out and sink down. Now when I turn sideways so you guys can see this, you can see that my legs are in line. My knees are in line with my hips, my legs are going straight back, and I'm just going to sink down. You should feel this on the inside of your thighs. Now for some reason this bothers your knees, I can get all the way down so there's not a lot of pressure on my knees. But if you feel some pressure on your knees, just put a t-shirt or a towel underneath to take some of that pressure off. And then slide those legs back. Tuck your toes and just shift and rock between your feet. And then walk your hands in and roll up. great job. That was a general full body stretch. Later on this week, I'll be providing with a different stretch, getting into some different muscles as well.